Alright, sorry, my recording stopped. That's what you get for doing free trials of things. Here we go. All I did was hit apply after I chose my grab tool. Um, I'm sorry if this is small on your screen. Let me just zoom in here. So if you ever need to zoom into something, you have the magnifying tool over on the left hand side, and you'll see that it naturally goes to a zoom in. If you want to go zoom out, up here in the top hand corner we have a negative symbol that'll allow you to zoom out. You can go back and forth like that, or if you like quick keys like myself, you have the Alt key. Whenever you press Alt, you'll see that the plus sign changes to a negative. This will allow you to quickly pass back and forth between positive and negative. So here we go. I've got my Slurpee cup relatively to the size I want it. I can use my grab tool to move it and to position it. We need to rotate, however, because if you notice Darth Vader's hand is kind of tilted the opposite direction of the Slurpee cup. So same idea, we're going to go Edit, Transform, or Ctrl T, and we're going to see that if I go to the corner, I have this rotation option. This is Stretch. This now is Rotate. I can click on that corner and I can rotate. Later on, if you want to play with that rotation point, in the very middle you have a crosshair. You can just click on this crosshair, move it to what you want to rotate around. Let's say I want to rotate around this, and now I can rotate around that. That is the rotation point. So you can play with that a little bit later on. Here we go. Let's get our rotation in place. Let's assume that this is where I want it. Darth Vader is using the Force to give me a Slurpee. Again, back to the grab tool. Hit apply because that's what I want. And from here, I can do lots of different things. I can try to figure out how to change the color of the Slurpee. I can add some shading. I can try to make it look more natural. But this is pretty much as far as I want you to get today. I want you to play around with a few things. So go ahead and start exploring. You might want to play with the image adjustments. Here's where you have your brightness, contrast, levels, curves, exposures, your vibrance. Play with these. See if you can get this Slurpee cup to look a little more natural, to match the tone of the background here, which is pretty gray. And maybe change the color of it to like a purple or something. But let's say that we are done this and I'm ready to resubmit it into Google Classroom. You need to make sure that we are submitting it with the right format. Generally, you are going to be working in PSD to edit your files. A PSD will let you save all your layers. That way you can go back to this file, you can change your layers, you can look at all your edits that you've made. But when you hand something in, you need to save it as a JPEG. So let's go ahead and save this. Just go File, Save As. We're going to be given a few different options here. This is our format. Photoshop, it'll be a PSD. This will look slightly different on your PC. But I want you to choose JPEG. JPEG, not JPEG 2000. We don't need to worry about that. Just a simple JPEG. Alright, and we're going to say this is my Vader Slurpee. And we're going to click Save. It's going to give us a few different options, but you can just leave them at maximum quality, leave it at 12, click OK. This is now saved to my desktop. I'm going to go to my classroom now to hand this in. So here we go. This is your classroom stream. To hand in your assignment, you're going to click on the title of your assignment. It's going to take you to your work side of the stream. If you ever want to look back quickly at the instructions of the assignment, just click here, instructions. Your work is here. So we need to add by uploading the file. Add, upload the file. We're going to go select files from my computer. I'm going to go to my desktop and look for Vader Slurpee. Vader Slurpee.jpg. And click upload. Alright, before you hit submit, I want you to try and create your own mashup. We just learned how to use cut and transform and rotate. I want you to do the same thing. Take 2 images and mash them together. We'll work on like shading and getting things looking natural a little bit later on, but add another image to this hand-in page before you hit turn in, something that you've created. So go ahead, get creative. Once you're done doing this, I saw that Google Chrome has just released the Lego app, which is pretty sweet. You can go anywhere around the globe, pick a spot to build, and build a Lego building there. Um, I don't know if that's too lame for grade 9, but I think it's kind of awesome. So go ahead, do those two things, hit turn in, and you're done for today. Hope you had fun.